Hello everyone, my name is Anmol and I'm going to present my project Shadow Protector. So let's just get started with. First thing, what does it solve? Second, how does it solve it? Third, how does it work? Fourth, let's just have a quick demo, if it works. And fifth, what we could build next. So for the problem statement, let's just take a detour. Let's just go to the DeFi world, see things in action. So currently we have opened Uniswap UI, and whenever we select tokens, right, and let's just say USDT, and so we have this UI to do a swap, right? Uh, when ETH price is this much, right? Sell to ETH, right? But the thing is, we just don't do on DeFi. We just don't do swaps. We have like we have lending protocol where you have money in different chains, right? And the main problem is that Uniswap price relies on pool mechanism, and Aave, Aave works on price feed. That's one big thing. And whenever you have money, right, these values like collateral ratio, balance, and are all calculated on oracles. And on the decentralized exchange side, you have your own pool mechanism and there's always a delay between it, and you can't have actions where you could uh, do a limit order when the price of ETH is 2 to 6 and deposit into Aave or Morpho, something like that. So that's the real problem. These things are not interoperable, right? So I just gave you a quick glance of the problem, and let's see how does it work. So the way it would work is a user would create a vault, let's just say called it user vault, and would place an order. So the order would consist of parameters such as which loan position you want to evaluate, which how much money you want to deposit, right? And then we have a handler, that takes into consideration all the calculations that are being done at Aave, Morpho, Euler, and we have a price feed from Chainlink if you want to do a swap, when the price turns, then maybe for an arbitrage or something like that. And what you do is you create an order, and we have a solver working here in the back, where you tip him, and he would execute your order at a later stage. So these vaults can be interoperable, meaning you could have one vault on Base and one vault on Arbitrum. And these vaults would be communicating using Hyperlane. And whenever you have to move money between those two, you have Circle CCTP V2 hooks that let you move the money around in instantaneous seconds, right? So that's how it works. Let's just take an example. So you have a borrow position at Aave and you use that money to deposit into Morpho because they are offering higher yields. So what happens if the price drops? Let's just say it's a tragic event. The health ratio keeps dropping down, and there could be a scenario of liquidation. You know, how can you solve it? That's the first thing. As of now, there is nothing interoperable between two lending protocols or even an exchange or anything like that. That's where my protocol or my project kicks in, right?